Booty is basically a flick screen, doors and ladders maze that takes place in a pirate ship. Your mission as Jim the cabin boy is to loot the whole ship while avoiding patrolling pirates, the ship's resident parrot, and rats which randomly appear, and quickly evading booby-trapped booty containers. Look at that mullet. Jim lad looks like he's just come fresh from a 70s rock band. Also, getting around the ship requires the use of keys, each with a different colour for each colour-coded door, and since you can only carry one key at a time, this will, the majority of the time, require you to go back and forth across the screen to locate the correctly coloured key. Each screen is 4 decks deep, which are accessible via ladders and sometimes lifts, but to make your life even more difficult, you have no ability to jump. This is not a traditional platformer, although it very much looks like it could have been one at first glance. The controls are pretty simple. You can only walk left and right, and climb ladders up and down. Pushing the fire button merely acts as a command for Jim to go through doorways. One of the most frustrating aspects of this game is timing your movements right, especially regarding lifts. In all my years and attempts at playing this game, I have never learnt how to properly exit the vertical lifts. The ability to jump would have helped, but no. It seems you need to sort of walk drop your man to the next platform from just slightly above the platform of destination, instead of trying to aim for a perfect lining with a lift and the platform. If you don't do that, the chances are very slim indeed for you to survive, and one of the most annoying aspects is that if you miss the lift even only 1 centimetre off the ground, you'll still die. Not the best mechanic in the game, that's for sure. I remember one particular part that was a pain in the arse, when you had to go through a door that had no solid floor behind it and hoped the moving platform would be in the right place so you didn't fall. But it never was, seeing unlucky Jim meeting a swift demise, which I always thought was a bit unfair. After a short while, the undead, ghost pirates wielding swords, ghost rats looking for a nibble, and ghost parrots by the dozen become disturbed and start wandering around. Making contact with any of these will definitely be detrimental to your health, but sometimes there is just no way of avoiding them. Again, adding a little to the frustrations of not being able to avoid death. I mean, why can't I at least duck when this stupid parrot comes across the screen? Why can't I kick this rat? Jim seems a bit of a pacifist really, isn't he? Maybe instead of spending all his time opening doors with coloured keys, he'd at least learn how to defend himself a little, or at least jump off the ground. However, for those really struggling, there is a hidden cheat. Press K-E-V-I-N on the menu screen, activated infinite lives.
Spellcasting. E-I-S-S. Oh.
And the possibility to move to any screen you want by pressing the left arrow key. Easy enough to remember, as it was part of the name of the developer for this Commodore 64 version of the game. On the one hand, it is a nice idea with all the doors and keys and collecting stuff. I don't mind the graphics, and the music is definitely something that's stuck in my head all of these years. But there are several points that annoy me during the game a lot, and takes all the fun out of it. Firstly, the enemies can appear when you are standing right at the border of the screen, and this kills you right away. Another unfair situation is created when there is only one ladder at the end of the floor, and you are faced with a fast bird or rat or a pirate from the wrong side. There is no chance to escape. So there are too many unfair situations depending on luck. Another nuisance is that after losing a life, you have to restart from the first room again and make your way through empty floors again. Using the platforms takes a lot of practice, and as mentioned, you just have a fraction of a second to hop on and off. Ultimately though, this is one of the first games I remember playing alongside my brother, and probably one of the first times I saw him have a rage quit on. Even my sister used to enjoy playing this game, and for those reasons, it comes with a lot of very nostalgic memories. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I definitely would say you should try it at least once. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget that there are Commodore 64 games being uploaded daily, so maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you're enjoying the nostalgia. Hopefully there will be some games on the channel that bring back some magic memories for you, as Booty does for me. With that, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Until then, bye for now.